by schooling. I did postgraduate work in nuclear engineering, and I also have an MBA, and I've been the CEO of a medical device company. Since 1996, I've been dealing with medical devices in the FDA. Just a little bit of experience going on there. So it does bring me to this. The most annoying phrase heard since we had COVID.
Trust the science.
And it's not practice social distancing, because I'm emotionally distant already. Why do I need to practice? It is not the ever-present you're on mute 15 times a day, but it's truly that we believe in science.
That's right.
Okay?
All science.
Yeah.
You can believe in God. I can believe it might not rain. But if we have science, we test, we validate, we prove. You don't believe. I don't care if 52 scientists line up in a row out here to tell me that something is true because they all agree. If the facts aren't there, the facts aren't there, right? That's pretty simple. So we're going to talk a little bit about the science and emergency use. So this vaccine is emergency use. It was put in place February 20. They put in place emergency use with the idea that we would expedite the approval of things that could be shown where the benefit far outweighed the risk of not doing it.
Right.
The key factor is it has to far outweigh the risk.
Right.
If we make an assumption of risk on the entire cohort of people that are out there, so yes, if you're elderly, if you have comorbidities, if you have these things, you have additional risk from COVID. If you're a 20-year-old young man standing over there, you have minimal risk.
That's right. That's right. You're likely to drown in the bathtub.
So why does emergency use apply to somebody who does not have risk?
Right. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
That's right.
Okay, it should not. So, if we can't prove that the risk is there, how do we prove that the benefit is there? So, Operation Warp Speed happened. We rushed the vaccine out because we believed the risk was there, and we did not do the full studies. Plain and simple. We didn't do the full studies. That's fine if we could show with preliminary results that it outweighed the risk to those people who needed it. But we didn't show that it outweighed the risk to people who didn't have the risk. Now throw in the fact that we had the myth going on for months that having had COVID did not provide you with immunity, right? I still hear this today. You had COVID, oh, but that doesn't really count. Not true, okay? And not supported by science. It's not scientific to say that. So the studies are by the NIH being published right now that say lasting immunity is there. That I have strong immunity comparatively to anybody that got the vaccine. Okay? That's great. But we're in the university won't provide an exemption for people that can show they've had COVID and they don't need the vaccine. And that is unfair and discriminatory against somebody's health status.
That is right.
And the last time I checked, discrimination was just a teensy bit illegal. Right? We have amendments to the Constitution. We have the Americans with Disability Act. We have a Health Information Portability and Privacy Protection Act that was done that says you can't ask me my health status. So now if the university is going to make my children go there and wear a mask and be segregated and all these things and easily identifiable because they have chosen not to take the unknown risk of a vaccine.
Hello, 1984.
Why not just say, hey, let's test them for STDs and put a red S on their shirt?
Right.
Okay? Why not, test them for AIDS and make them wear a special wristband? Okay? We all agree that those would be unnecessarily defamatory and prejudicial things to do.
That's right.
Yeah, son of a gun. They would be illegal, and they should be. But yet we want to do this with COVID. Anyway, the thing is, I saw a study this morning that said it proved 100% efficacy for this vaccine in 15 to 17-year-olds. They did it with 2,300 people. So 1,129 of them got the placebo, and 1,129 got the real vaccine. And they claim we had 0% in the real vaccine group, but what they didn't make a big deal about is they only had 18 in the no vaccine group.
Jeez.
So getting nothing was 98.5% effective. So I'm going to subject, I can't go along with this.
No.
For vaccines that have killed 6,000 or what, 5,000 people?
That's right.
Yes, it has.
You don't hear that, do you?
5,000 people,
Don't hear that in the news.
186,000
Right, we don't talk about that. Close to 5,000 people